It happened. Nostradamus. We are here on the day, late night edition of What Grinds My Gears. We got a crew. The grinders are coming in. It's late night. The kids are in bed. And we're here to talk H to the A to the L to the O. Halo. The final pillar in Xbox. What's up, Meds? A-list or Madelot? The final pillar. Halo. Woo. Well, all right. There's some things I wanted to cover, some stuff, but if you haven't heard the news, today on Inside Xbox, or like I like to call Inside Xbox, outside the Xbox console, because that's what the show has turned into. It is everything but the Xbox console. It is. Yeah, it's a doozy. It is Inside Xbox is called now Outside Xbox console, or outside the Xbox, maybe, because it is about everything but that little old thing that sits under your TV. So, Master Chiefs. I'm glad, first off, Inside Xbox, I turned it off after the Master Chief stuff. I am really glad that they didn't tease this news until the end of the hour of Outside Xbox console show. I'm glad that they just came up front, gave the news, and then I turned it off, because then they were talking about all multiplats and dancing and fake people playing on phones, because that was totally fake. Some guy on Twitter was arguing with me. You want to hear something funny? I'm going to give you guys a joke. It's late night. It's comedy hour. I'm going to give you guys a joke. If you watch the video of, I forget her name, that girl playing Forza on the phone with the Xbox and the dongles and all that other jigga-majigga, she is playing it. They say, no, get out of console. And that's something I always criticize on my Grinds My Gears, is that I always say, play some friggin' games on the stupid-ass show. Bring out a controller, for friggin' hell. Just bring out a controller, and not one that you're going to sell in stores. Let somebody play a damn game. So they do. Except it has a friggin' phone strapped to it. And they give it to her, and she's smashing on the trigger, moving a stick around like it's Forza. Somebody told me on the Twitterverse, I was like, she's just smashing on the accelerator. Like, she's not playing that game. And the whole thread says she's not playing that game. Good joke. Somebody told me she was fluttering the throttle. Huh? Fluttering the throttle, I was told. The damage control of somebody fake playing. What's up, Danny? And Prince? And Trone by Fire. What's up? Somebody told me when they were playing that controller strapped with a phone, she was really playing the game and fluttering the throttle. I don't know what the fuck fluttering the throttle is, but she wasn't fucking playing that fucking game. Okay. So whoever was telling me about fluttering throttles, go flutter yourself. She was not playing that game. Anyway, no more fluttering throttles. She was hitting that button, that gas button, like a fucking, like, she didn't even know what was going on. She was like, and as the guy's telling her, like, look at the amazing thing. Dude, she was not playing the game. All right? Go flutter yourself. Now. And you can watch the clip. It's all over fucking Twitter. I'm telling you. The cloud right now is the biggest joke in friggin' gaming right now. After Crackdown multiplayer, the girl fluttering throttles. You know what? I'll wait for it when I see it. Thanks, Ravenflow. Hit the like button. Share this video out. Let's see if we can get people. Fucking bedtime stories. We're doing bedtime stories tonight. Halo, baby. Halo, Halo, Halo. I was just built up all day. I was like, should I do it? I wanted to do one yesterday. And I was like, let me wait. Outside Xbox console, the show, always gives me some stuff to rant about because you know what? They're fucking goofs. But they done right here. But at what cost? That's what we're going to look at. What cost did they do right by PC gamers? What did they do to their Xbox console Bleed Green Fan Fest brethren getting ready for E3? What did they do to those dudes? Maybe everybody's real quiet, so we'll see. But I'll tell you. Oh, yes, man. They're constant. Ravenflow, my God. Like, they don't just shut up. Just shut up, please. Guys, just stop talking, Microsoft. They're showing all their cards. They're showing their competition everything. They're showing everything. That's right, Raven. They're showing. They're talking about clouds that the fucking cloud didn't even come in yet. Think about if the weatherman was telling you, or the weather girl was telling you about snow that's happening on the West Coast, and you live on the East Coast. Do you care about those clouds? I don't care about those clouds until a week later when that shit comes to me. Microsoft just keeps talking. They keep talking. The shit is not even in beta. Nobody has their hands on it. Just stop it. Just stop. They're so afraid that they're showing everything to their competition. Sony, Google, they're all sitting there going, tell me more, Microsoft. What else you going to do? Yeah. Make sure we don't do that. Okay. Yeah. Don't do that. No. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, that nobody likes that thing strapped to a. Nobody likes that. Don't do that. It's late night, man. We're going raw. Don't do that. That's like just show everything to everybody. Really? Sony's gonna flip a switch and have 1,000 PlayStation Now games. They are not competing with themselves. Microsoft is tripping over themselves with everything that they're doing. They're putting their games everywhere, but they're doing it at the cost of competing with themselves. Buying games. Do you buy a game now? We'll talk about that. Master Chief Collection. If you bought the game, you're a sucker. Because the dudes on Game Pass, they get a better deal than you. Damage control all you want. If you're a Game Pass subscriber, you're better off with Master Chief Collection than the people like myself who bought the fucking broken-ass Master Chief Collection at midnight, and I thought it was the hotel internet that fucked up my Master Chief Collection. Oh, no, the game was broken for a fucking 2 years. And then, whoa. The X comes out. I bought Master Chief Collection, pre-ordered it. I brought my Xbox to Miami to log in and play Master Chief Collection at midnight. What a fool am I? And I thought it was the hotel Wi-Fi. I was like, oh, the stupid hotel Wi-Fi. I can't get a game. I can't play with my friends. Come back from my trip. Master Chief Collection is just broken. And it stayed that way forever. Until the Xbox X comes out. Oh, the remasters. Oh, we're going to get 4K updates. I said this on Planet Xbox a year ago. All right? Microsoft did not, Xbox, whatever the fuck they are, did not fix Master Chief Collection for the power of the X. Okay? I said this on Planet Xbox in February of last year when they started working on Master Chief Collection. I said, they're not doing this because of 4K enhancements. Who wants those late night penal enhancements? Nobody wants that shit. They're not. They revisited Master Chief Collection after 4 years of that shit being a joke. They even bundled Master Chief Collection with Xbox Ones for an entire fucking year. When Halo 5 came out, they bundled both of them together. And still did not fix Master Chief Collection then. Then they did not fix Master Chief Collection. When they were bundling it with Halo 5. They didn't even fix it then. But no, when the X comes out, they decide now we're gonna fix it. They were fixing it to put it on PC. I said it a year ago. And I was left. They'll never put Halo on PC. Well, here we are. March 13th. I said on the podcast, they'll do it by the end of the year. End of 2019 and 2018. I was off by 2 months. I'm not no fucking insider. I don't jerk off with people and chat on Xbox Live, the developers and shit. I'm not no insider. I'm just a consumer that fucked and followed fucking Microsoft for a long time. Okay? I know what I see the big picture. I see what they're doing. That's why I had to leave the console and go to PC, because that's where the action is. Who said it? Was it Raven? The red carpet treatment. You go from friggin' getting spoon-fed dog shit to going to the Oscars. Get a PC. They put in all their effort. Grade A, 100% effort is in PC. You gotta go. Thank you, Sizzle. I know it's late, man. I know. I don't know why. I gotta get this off my chest before I go to bed, because it grinds my gears. But thank you very much. I'll see you in the morning. So they got, and this might be too loud for you guys. I don't know if you're trying to go to sleep. Sorry. I don't have the sensual voice to make you guys go to bed. This grinds my gears. Yes, think about it. You're going to go play all the Master Chief Collection without paying for Xbox Live. If I paid Xbox Live for 12 years. Thanks, Cycle. Hey, what's up, man? For 12 years, I paid for Xbox Live to play Halo, and it's going to PC now. They don't have to pay for Xbox Live. Thanks, man. Thanks, Lizzle. Sizzle. It's just like, my God. Like, PC is where they're putting their action in. Like, and then on top of that, I'm like, you know what, man? When I heard the rumors about Halo Reach, so anyway, so it's coming to PC. But one of the biggest things, I went on my whole tirade. One of the biggest things is that Microsoft is putting Master Chief Collection not on just the Windows 10 store, which we know has been an abomination and has been a real barrier of entry for PC gamers who are already expressing their frustrations with Epic and, going elsewhere to different downloaders. But now they are putting the Master Chief Collection on Steam. Now that I was excited about, because the reason why is because I've used the Windows 10 store, Play Anywhere, and all that other stuff, which they didn't confirm this is Play Anywhere. So I don't, that's another thing. So I own the Master Chief Collection. I bought it day one digital. I own it. I didn't get it bundled. I own it. But basically, they didn't confirm it's Play Anywhere. But they said that it's on Steam, which means, those files are open for mods. And people are going to give me, on Steam PC, when it comes out, they're going to give me the Halo 3 anniversary that Microsoft did not give me. Just missed that birthday. Sorry, Halo. A revered franchise. We are not going to do anything with Halo 3 anniversary. We'll just have Greenie, Aaron Greenberg himself, just tweet out a happy anniversary, Halo 3. 10 years. Yeah. So I'll just wait for modders to give me the remastered, amazing Halo 3 anniversary that I did not get. So, thank you, Steam, and thank you, community, because you will make Halo amazing on Steam. You'll give us what 343 doesn't even know they can do. Oh, yeah, Age of Empires 2. I saw Savage Yoga. Yeah, they didn't have Age of Empires on the fucking thing anyway. That was another game. Think about it. PC guys, we are getting Master Chief Collection, Gears 5 on launch, Gears Tactics, a brand new game with Gears style and giving us XCOM Gears IP, a brand new IP exclusive. Age of Empires exclusive. The next thing besides a friggin' skin in Minecraft, a brand new Minecraft Dungeons just for you guys on PC. Glorious. I won't give in till I'm victorious. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Satya. You are saying sorry for screwing PC dudes all along. And while you're doing it, you're just stomping your core console owners out. Let them keep paying for live. Let them pay for DLC. Yeah. You're getting exclusives. Exclusives don't matter for those guys. Exclusives matter for the PC. Hell, they showed Forza running on a phone. But hell, if they take Gears Pop and maybe put that over to a console to do something with it, man, if I could put Halo and Gears and Forza on my phone with touchscreens, why can't I take a touchscreen game and make it work with a controller? Nope. Everybody gets exclusives except the console. Great job. Because the console doesn't make money. The console doesn't make money for them. They've seen the console as an Achilles heel to their gaming division. The only reason why they keep the console around is because they're the only people who will pay more money to get the same things that everybody's getting for free. And Microsoft will leave it that way until there's a mass exodus off of the console, and then they can just turn into the app that they want. They're screwing with the console owner right now. Because there was some more news with Master Chief going to Steam and Windows 10. And it was on how the Xbox console player. Oh, yeah, Savage Yoga, if you missed the thing early on, somebody told me she was really playing the game, but she was fluttering the throttle. She was fluttering the throttle. Okay, that's what they told me. I call bullshit on that one. But anyway, so what I was saying is that there was more news. So for Halo Master Chief Collection, they are adding Halo Reach, the prequel to Halo 1. The Hurrah from Bungie. Exactly, Daniel. I feel the same way. I love it. It's great. I got a PC 2 years ago when Phil Spencer said his games are going to PC. I thought they were going to support VR, so I got a PC with VR. Oops. But hey, man, that was a big oops. This is where they're living now. PC is the focus. There it is. That's it. I'm excited now. This is awesome. I said the mod community on Halo Steam. Oh my goodness. Give me that Master Chief Halo 3 remaster. They're going to reskin this shit, give it real graphics. I can't wait. The mods on Halo. Woo! Anyway. So, what they got doing it, but they got it right now. And exactly. You know what, Sir Mix? You're right. The thing is, before I talk about the other Halo news, you don't need a rig. All right? A fucking rig. You don't need to spend your life savings on a PC. Okay? And first of all, let's get it straight. It's a computer. Okay? It does a lot of things besides just play games. Okay? You could render video, you could upload photos, you could edit photos, like you could do it's a computer, okay? It does a lot of things. It's probably a better investment than a gaming device that's not going to get any exclusive games. That's what I would say. If you told me if you're going to invest your money, go get a PC as it's more versatile, has a huge library of games, and Microsoft's putting all their stuff on there, than buying an Xbox console that's not getting any games just for it. There's no reason. It's a better investment. It's a computer. Okay? And you don't need to spend $2,000, $800, get a decent one. Trust me. And also the graphics cards, man, they're getting better. Even the Intel, the embedded ones, you could probably run some of these games. Yeah, you're not going to run them at the highest fidelity, but you'll be able to play them on a Surface or something like you could do something. That's why the consoles exist. The console exists to get PC, to get exclusives. That brings you in the door, and then you stay for the multiplats. That's how it's been, and that's how it's gonna stay. Because I see, and I won't get on this. Glorious. What's up, Kev? I already sang my song. That's what I said. Like, get a PC. But see, Nintendo and Sony got you because they're going to put games just for that console. Now, Sony might do PlayStation Now and put it on TVs and refrigerators, but PlayStation Now does not compete with Sony first-party games for the console. Sony does not cannibalize the PlayStation 4 with PlayStation Now, okay? Microsoft with Game Pass and day one, the key is day one. Everybody out there on Twitter, day one, they cannibalize their sales of the console, and because they're making the game release day one, they're given too many options on day one, and they're making you question why you're going to buy that game. For example, why would you pay $60 for a game that's going to be in Game Pass in 3 months? Why would you pay $60 for Crackdown that's in Game Pass day one? You're competing with yourself. You have a choice to make. Is it ignorance? Are they hoping the people at Best Buy just pay $60 for Crackdown? They are competing with themselves. It's the day one. And if they take that model and put it on PC like they did, and if they take that model and put it on Switch or put it on phones, what incentive do you have to even purchase new hardware? Because all the stuff that you're going to play is playable on the equipment you already own. What's up, Callie? The thing is, it already owns, so it cannibalizes, it competes with themselves. They're tripping over themselves with this model. But Microsoft is taking 2 handfuls of shit and they're throwing it against the wall and see what sticks. Because right now they have no vision. They got Sunset Overdrive is not play anywhere. Halo Master Chief is not play anywhere. Oh my goodness. Well, who's using cross-play? Oh, what's a Sea of Thieves? Let's take it out. Let's let the Xbox people vote off Sea of Thieves PC players because they're ruining the game. But it's all about cross-play and everybody's happy. Well, you know what? It's all over the fucking place. It's all over. Game Pass, play anywhere. There's no consistency. No consistency. Let's put some games on Steam. Oh, let's just put them on the Xbox store. Let's just put them all over. Let's do Cuphead on Steam and Xbox. Let's do Gears of War just on the Windows 10 store, not on Steam. There's no consistency to the message. It is a crapshoot, guys. Crapshoot. Crapshoot. There's no logical way. They have all these options and features, but that's what they are. They're just empty options. They're just all over the place with stuff. There's no consistency in their messaging. It's all over the place. The only consistency is we don't give a shit about the Xbox console. That's the only consistency that they have. They don't give a shit or two for that console player. They don't care. That person is the weakest person. They do not give them any money. They are not the ones they don't do anything. They're not buying their games. That's the biggest problem. This generation was not about who sold the most hardware. No. This generation was about Xbox not able to sell their games like they used to. That is the biggest problem of them all. And it has to do with just the games were not that great. There were issues with every single one of their games. There were some that were better, but nothing was a huge success. Halo 5 did well, but it didn't do, I think, the Halo numbers that they were thinking. Because after, and I said this in my previous show, after Halo 5, they went back and then they started talking about PC Xbox after Halo 5. That year that Halo 5 came out, it was that was Halo 5, Tomb Raider, and Gears Ultimate. Huge lineup. Best lineup in history. I love Phil Spencer. And they blew their load in 2015 and still couldn't make a successful dent. They sold NPD once, but Halo did not have the legs. And I'll tell you what, Halo 5, they didn't even have Big Team Battle in Halo 5 when it first launched. And even the map rollout, they basically made Forge maps to keep the game alive. There was no huge map packs or amazing new maps. Like, I couldn't ever, they were so forgettable. The maps were so forgettable. And then basically they just made Forge. They said, here's Forge, make the game, make the maps. And then they put all their content behind the rec packs. Oh, we have all these new warthogs and new weapons. They're in rec packs. Go open them up. Enjoy. Play Warzone. And that was the only way to get rec packs was to use them in Warzone. You couldn't use them in Big Team Battle. You couldn't use those items in Arena. You couldn't even use them. There were so many poor decisions. And then the story on top of that, which we talked about, just the craziness of the story. But after Halo didn't really get those numbers, then they started talking 2016 was PC, Xbox, one family now. And that's where they put Apex. And the big one was Gears 4, right? Gears 4. Well, Gears 4 was the biggest game that was coming to Xbox day one on Xbox and PC in the Windows 10 store. It was all about Windows 10 store, right? Well, I'm not going to get into the other part of Master Chief Collection. I want to finish with this. I want to continue with this thought with Gears 4 and how we could see how Microsoft just decided to put games on Steam. So now we're in Division 2016. The S, they had some success with the S. Here comes Gears 4, the first game on Xbox and PC. All right? Halo 5 still didn't touch it. They did some Forge thing, right? So I'm going to share my screen here, and we're going to go a little bit down memory road. Memory road, here we come. I'm going to share this. Okay. And here we go. All right. So everybody can see my screen. Sorry, chat. I'll step out for a second here. So we're going to follow the dates. Gears 4 is coming to PC. The next big title, Halo 5, wasn't really pushing, I guess, the numbers, because right after Halo 5, they started talking PC, Windows 10. It was all about this. That was all 2016. And this is when it started going downhill. Quantum Break was the first one where the quality, that was a disaster. I wound up getting it for free because I got refunded on Xbox and they sent me the code for PC. But that was the first game that kind of got into this debacle. But now Gears 4, PC, Xbox, right? Oh, no. I'm not having that keyboard and mouse versus controller. Don't worry. No. That's not happening. Because as of, when was this? This one is September 19th. Gears of War 4 will only have split-screen co-op on PC, land and cross-play support with Xbox One. So it will only have cross-play between Xbox 10, Windows 10, and Xbox One in specific modes instead of general online matchmaking. Specifically, you could only do cross-play with Xbox and PC in campaign, co-op, and horde mode, and only against multiplayer AI and private LAN. There was nobody's doing keyboard and mouse versus each other. All right? That's September. The game launched on October 11th. Follow me here. 2016. Now, this is the biggest venture. Day one, PC and Xbox. Now, mind you, the install base of these combined platforms of PC and Xbox is got to be what? Right now they're at 800 million on PC. Right now, they'll probably 600 million there and maybe 30 million Xboxes. 630 million devices are able to play Gears of War 4. A big install base that's larger than Sony, Nintendo. It's the biggest install base. More people to play our games, right? Okay, so let's hear about how this venture is going. Now we come to Gears 4. But now we come to January 27th. It released in October, right? Well, now they start opening up the doors. They say now Gears of War 4 players and Windows 10 players will be able to do competitive cross-platform play. Only in the social playlist, though. No, we're not core and competitive playlists will not support cross-platform play. So we went from only in co-op. Now we're going competitive, but only social now, right? And they said, oh, we tested this and, core and competitive playlist. We're not doing core and competitive. Only the social quick playlist will have crossplay. Why are they doing this? We're in January, right? Interesting. So now they're doing competitive crossplay. Keyboard and mouse, no. So now we're in January. You follow me? January 2017. Whoa. Now we come to April 2017. We're still a few months away, 6 months. Now they brought Gears of War crossplay to ranked matches. So Xbox One now will. So they brought. Oopsies. So now they have brought it to competitive play. Core. Did I lose it? Yes, here it is. Core and competitive playlists. Okay. Now, why? Let's see why. We're in April, right? What is this? The newest series released in October, Xbox Play Anywhere title. Windows 10 fans have had quite a bit of difficulty finding more people to play with, particularly in competitive ranked matches. So to cover themselves, they tell the Xbox players, you could choose whether you want to play with PC dudes or not. But we're creeping those PC dudes in your competitive play. And why? Well, here it is, April 11th, 2017. The game released in October. So November, December, January, February, March, April. 6 months later, here you go. So the biggest franchise that Microsoft had is on Windows 10 PC for the first time, the brand new franchise, over a 700 million install base, more people to play our games. But we're talking 6 months later, and Windows 10 players have found it increasingly difficult to find matches in core and competitive. So we've been working on solutions. Now that means the player pool is really small. So today we're excited to announce the updates to that. And now a permanent solution is cross-play is coming to rank play. That means that Xbox and PC players will play alongside each other. Now, I know this is old news, because this is from there. But the Xbox players have that new rank crossplay toggle, which they're adding to CFDs, because CFDs PC players ruined it for them. But what I'm trying to get at is that, obviously, Gears of War 4 and the 700 million install base that this game was sitting on Windows 10 stores had problems selling. And the reason why I use Gears is because this is before Game Pass. I'm going to stop this now. But this is before Game Pass, guys. And that's the thing. This is before Game Pass. So this game didn't sell as much. It wasn't as popular on PC that they had to bring them over to the Xbox console playlist to find games. Yeah, with W. Brown. I don't know if I have my voice for that part. The initiative. Oh, man. We'll talk that. I might throw that in there. But what I'm trying to say is that Microsoft seems to have an issue with just not, they are not, people not buying their games. And then after the Gears of War thing, so Gears of War really didn't take off on PC because 6 months later, they were throwing them in the Xbox playlists. Well, guess what? What happens after Gears of War released? What did they start talking? Game Pass. Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass. And then what did they commit to? Game Pass was in beta from March until E3, came out of beta, released for the holiday. It had a bunch of old games and Xbox 360 games. People weren't adapting it that great at the end of 2017. So what happens in January 2018, guys? They commit all their first-party games to Game Pass day and date. The ultimate solution for not being able to sell your games. There it is. Now, my thing was, please don't make the games for Game Pass. Please don't change the model. Please don't spoon feed us a game that would have been complete over 7 months so you get my $10 every month. And that's where we come to the next news was with Halo Reach being announced today as part of Master Chief Collection. PC guys are going to get it in chronological order in parts. They didn't talk about pricing or anything like that. Now, the Xbox guys, of course, they got to they got to dig the nail a little deep, right? So what they do is that they take Halo Reach and they gonna piecemeal it for you guys. Multiplayer and single player and firefight. So for myself, who owns Master Chief Collection, $60 I paid for the broken game for 5 years. It broke. They decided to fix it last year. Like, it wasn't a year out. Like, this thing was sitting broken for 4 years and bundled with the Xbox One in 2016. In 2015, when Halo 5 came out, they bundled Master Chief Collection. This should maybe 6 years. They started fixing it last year. Talking that it's they started fixing it. The power of the X, my ass. The power of PC, money. That's what it was. So, to be very clear, the people who own Master Chief Collection, the owners of it, the people who bought the digital rights for Master Chief Collection, you get the multiplayer. But you will need to pay premium DLC. We don't know. Rand said it might be $5. It's not just a campaign. ODST was $5. ODST was a short campaign. This is Reach's campaign and firefight. Okay? This is not just campaign. This is co-op campaign and firefight. They are going to be paid DLC for the people who owned Master Chief Collection, who paid for it. Now, the people who have Master Chief Collection through Game Pass subscriptions get the whole game. All the multiplayer, the campaign, and firefight. There you go. Oh, and multiplayer gets multiplayer and Forge. Oh, we get Forge and multiplayer. But firefight and campaign, all 4 of those items for Reach. Game Pass, you get it all. The best place to get Master Chief Collection is Game Pass. Hell, You could probably pay $10 and play the whole campaign in co-op for $10 and do some firefight. And it's on Xbox Wire. That's exactly how they're breaking it up. So if you own Master Chief Collection, you get the multiplayer. If you subscribe to Game Pass, you get all of it. I would think it should have been the reverse. If I owned Game Pass, if I own Master Chief Collection, I should get all of it. But if I subscribe to Game Pass, I just get the multiplayer. I would have to pay for the single player. You know? You'll get the multiplayer part. It should have been opposite, but it's not. Instead, the person who owns Master Chief Collection has to pay more money for the DLC. And we'll see how much it is. But it was the first of a first that a game is broken up. A full game is broken up and distributed differently depending on your ownership of it. Think about it. Let that sink in. A full $60 game, Halo Reach, or part of Master Chief Collection, is broken up into multiplayer and single player, and you get and pay for how you purchase that game. Very strange. And only for the console. They're not pulling that bullshit with the PC dudes. And they're not pulling that bullshit with the Game Pass dudes. But if you are an Xbox owner, and I'm going to tell you right now, the people that own Master Chief Collection are a lot of people that probably were with Xbox for a real long time because they bought the game or they got it bundled with Halo 5. So, I don't know how many guys are in here. Hit that like button if you own the Master Chief Collection. Because I think a lot of people did. And that's a glory. Yeah, Kev, I agree. Like, they didn't say anything about Play Anywhere. And I just... Thanks, man. But yeah. So, it's the first time that we're getting a game segmented into pieces. And looking at what's going on at Microsoft, right? This seems to be how they plan on sustaining these subscriptions in Game Pass, giving you just kind of fragmented games or just core elements of a game, and then just kind of spoon feeding you the rest of it. I'm really interested to see what Gears 5 is going to be like. Because I kind of feel this Game Pass model has changed the way Microsoft looks at all their games. From all those studios, from all their franchises. They got to find a way to extend the life of a game. And unfortunately, they didn't choose the route of just making an excellent game that people want to invest hours in. Instead, they're making parts of a game and trying to string along the carrot so that you might stick around and get an update that you like. And what that's doing is that's giving the game a bad initial impression, bad reviews, and nobody's even wanting to spend time with it. How's Crackdown multiplayer going, everybody? Out there in YouTube land? Dominating the scoreboards? What rank are you? Any cool? Did you prestige in Crackdown multiplayer? Did you invite your friends and play a big game? We're March 13th right now. Still can't play with your friends. So, how's that Crackdown multiplayer going, guys? Thanks, Jemiah. Like, really? How? So, Microsoft now, I fear, is going to just spoon feed us the games. And then, as I said on my last show, with Halo Infinite, hello, hint name, she says that Halo 4 was the biggest game ever. Halo 5 was bigger than Halo 4. But we're not doing that. We're gonna scale back with Halo Infinite and focus on the core elements of the story and multiplayer and see what works. And as we learned with Master Chief Collection and Halo 5, we can always add later. Scale back? Scale back and focus just like a part of Halo? Not the biggest and best Halo ever, bigger than 5? We're scaling back? And speaking of that, So Excited says about the initiative. They were supposed to be creating a quadruple A studio. You can't even fit the number of A's that they were trying to build the game. A's off your screen. But they have a recruitment video and an interview, and they say that they're staying small and agile and want to set expectations and want to start small. They want to start small? I thought they were gearing up for a game. We're going to be small and nimble. They didn't say nimble, but they want to be small. You know what that says to me? That has the G to the P. And what's that, everybody? G to the P to the F, maybe. Game Pass fodder. They bought a bunch of middle-of-the-road devs to make some Game Pass fodder to keep people subscribed. And they are doing some bullshit moves that, a lot of people on Twitter and stuff are not going to call them out for this bullshit. But it is deceiving on how they're manipulating the subscription to Game Pass. They're dropping some good games in there. But I never seen a console. I never seen so aggressive in pushing this subscription model. And it shows exactly what I showed with Gears of War 4. Their games are not selling. They needed. Yes, yeah, that's funny, Daniel B. Do all little A's. There you go. All little A's. All little A games. But they needed a way to get people subbed. And I bet you they're being so aggressive with it because they need a certain number of subscribers. And another thing, we're talking about Game Pass and what Game Pass has done to Microsoft. I don't even want to talk about Sony and Nintendo. They're staying traditional. And like I said before, Sony might put PlayStation Now on phones again, and they did it with they might do streaming their box, and they might do that stuff. But don't tell me that Sony is doing the same thing as Microsoft. Until I control Kratos with the WASD keys and my mouse, shut the fuck up. Okay? Shut up. Until Sony takes fucking Kratos and puts them, and I'm tapping keyboards, Sony's not doing what Microsoft's doing. Okay? So stop it. Stop. And until I click my mouse and Mario jumps all over my screen, stop it. Stop it. You chose the green bed. Live in it. This is Microsoft's vision. This is what they're doing. Don't say this is where gaming's going. Okay? Because I remember the beginning of 2013. Consoles were dead. People are playing on tablets. Consoles are dead. Nobody wants a console. Michael Pachter sitting in his tall office somewhere in the throne. Nobody wants a console. Everybody's playing on iPads. Little Timmy, little Johnny, they're playing on iPads. They're on their phones. Nobody wants a console. Right? But you got Sony selling the most consoles they ever sold. Like almost going to beat the PlayStation 2, which was a generation because it was a DVD player. Oh my God. Exactly. Glorious. Then they got a PC too. And then you got Switch, who came on later, was not the most powerful console. And they're gonna pass Microsoft. Microsoft is doing this because they are a software company. They never found money in hardware. They don't make a lot of hardware. The Xbox was an outlier. The Xbox was something that was different from Microsoft. That's why a lot of people liked it. It didn't have that Microsoft stench, as Frogs says. Like the Microsoft like this, it didn't have Microsoft. Wasn't in Xbox. Xbox was on its own, and then they started trying to throw stuff in there. And you know what, guys? I'm not gonna spend time on talking about it, but go back and look for games for Windows. And I bet you Kev knows, and Kev knows this. Games for Windows Live Anywhere. Remember Live Anywhere? It worked on Windows Phone. Like your Xbox Live presence would just come with you, your avatar, and they had some live achievements on Windows Phone games. And they've been trying to do this. And like I said before, it's like the Matrix revisited. This is like Neo's 6th version right now, what we're looking at. And he chose the different door this time. Because now they said, you know what, guys? What makes Xbox special, we're going to sacrifice that to do this, because that's the one thing they really never did, was they never sold out their IP to all this stuff. They maybe would put Gears on it after the fact, but guess what? You could put Gears 1 on PC while you're giving me Gears 2 and Gears 3 and Gears 4. Like, give me brand new games. You could put the old ones on PC. I don't care. But don't give me Crackdown at a Crackdown and Sea of Thieves and broken ass State of Decay, and then take all your old games and put them elsewhere. You can't do that. You got to satisfy your core audience. You got to be giving them new games, new experiences, amazing games, and then go poke your dick around outside. But you can't grow while you're not when you're self-imploding. And what you're doing is you're taking the console and you're spreading your wings, and you're reaching too far. You're talking too much. You're showing too much. Google could swoop right in on Friday and go, yo, Sega IP day one remastered, Google streaming, go. Altered Beast, Jet Set Radio, 1080p 60 streaming to your Chromebook. Boom. Just look, guys. Look what the Epic Store did to Windows 10 Store. Windows 10 Store, it was open for 4 years. Phil Spencer said he's fixing it now. 4 years, 3 years, the Windows 10 Store. Epic has been out for not even 6 months. They got Ubisoft distributing their games. They took exclusives like Ashen away from Windows 10. Still not Play Anywhere. They took that away. And getting Metro Access after Microsoft had marketing with it. Epic just came in and flexed their muscles. Boom. Fortnite money. And completely eclipsed the Windows 10 Store. And now we're going to come back and go, why is Master Chief Collection on Steam? They could have held a lot of leverage by just putting Master Chief Collection in the Windows 10 Store. Not that I'm saying I wanted it there. Only if it's playing anywhere, though. They put it on Steam, and if you listen to the way what they said when he announced Master Chief Collection, he says, we got to go where the gamers are. My phone's over there. But if you listen to his interview when he announced Master Chief Collection for PC, he said, we got to go where the gamers are. So he's acknowledging the gamers are on Steam. They're not on Windows 10 Store. They're not buying games on Windows 10 Store. I just showed you what Gears of War 4 did on the Windows 10 Store. That's right, Callie, yeah. They thought the Windows 10 store was going to compete with Steam. Remember? They thought Tom Sweeney was like, "Oh, you're just trying to compete with Steam." And they're like, "No, we're not." But they put exclusives in there. They put them behind the Windows 10 paywall. The walled garden of the Windows 10 store. Just put your games on Steam. And that's what they're doing. Because they know they will get more sales. They probably saw it with Cuphead. Cuphead blew up on Steam. I don't think Cuphead would have blown up if it was just in the Windows 10 store behind that walled garden. That store is atrocious. It's an app store for mobile devices that Microsoft doesn't have. And Microsoft is so scared. The thing is, let me tell you one last thing. And how Microsoft is in deep doo-doo. And I'm going to tell you now, just like I predicted Master Chief was going to come to PC when they started working on it for 4K. xCloud streaming, it may work. It may be glorious. But Microsoft does not. If you follow them, they do not have any way they are going to dominate anything besides Office and Enterprise. They do not work well with consumer level devices. They've backed out of a lot of consumer level hardware. They just killed Band. And Microsoft has struggled for years on trying to get mobile devices. They killed Windows Phone. And Windows Phone is the ultimate example. The hardware was not moving. They were at 2%, 3%. So they scrapped the hardware about a year or two after. They couldn't get the dev support. The devs, they even said, Joe Belfiore said, we were even paying devs we were paying them so we could build their apps. They needed the apps infrastructure. They could not get the developers on board. And the hardware wasn't moving. All the apps were on Android and Google. They scrapped the hardware and said, put Office on an iPad. Put Edge. Another thing. Edge was the bee's knees of Windows 10, right? Nah. Took them 2 years to insert extensions to it. Chrome kills it. Guess what? Edge is going to be Chromium now. Goodbye, Edge. Goodbye, all that investment. Goodbye, all that stuff. Another failed experiment. This xCloud, their streaming, is all based off of the success of their competition. Think about it. If Google's going to do a streaming service announced at GDC, they got billions, billions of Android phones globally. They got Chromebooks dominating the education. My son comes home. He don't call it, oh, I worked on a computer. He goes, no, they gave us Chromebooks today. We worked on Chromebooks today. He didn't say we worked on Office. We worked on Chromebooks. Microsoft needs to put their GameStream app on Google's platform. They need to take streaming and say, Google, can we put this on your Android phone? And Google will be like, yeah, put that shit on our phone until our shit's ready. And then we're just going to close your ass off. Microsoft needs the competition to be successful. They become a fucking virus. They have become a virus. They need a host because they have no structure besides enterprise. So all this success in gaming and stuff, it's all going to depend on whether their competition even wants them there. And the only way to get eyebrows raised from competition is to have some damn good games that there's a demand for. People are not going to be raising eyebrows because they want to play Crackdown mediocrity on an iPad at Starbucks. Or again, our friend Little Johnny using Wi-Fi powered by fry oil at McDonald's to stream some Sea of Thieves to his 7-inch display with a controller strapped to it. That demo today of xCloud, that controller thing exists, right? That strap thing exists. I love to know how many people in the last 8 years have you seen ever with that setup? What she was playing with today, the controller with a phone strapped to it. I said this before. In all my years, and that thing's been around like 5-6 years, like MOBA controllers. GameStop used to sell them. They were giving them away at PAX. How many people you've seen running around with that getup? Nobody. People want to take a phone out, tap on the screen, play a game. People do not want to bring an Xbox controller with them. Where are you putting it? In your fanny pack? That defeats the purpose of mobile. Yes. Oh, no, she faked it. Yeah. Oh, I told you, Andrew Wilson, you listened to about an hour ago. Somebody on Twitter, when I said that she's tapping the button, she's not really playing, they told me she was fluttering the throttle. Hey, man. Whatever makes them sleep at night. Yeah, she's fluttering. She's fluttering. Fluttering the throttle. Get the fuck out of here. So, Microsoft is a virus that needs to depend on Google's success and Apple's success. And if they are releasing streaming services of their own, you think they're going to let Microsoft win anything? I'm going to ask you something. Go to the Windows 10 store and try to download a native YouTube app. Hell, go to Windows 10 store and go download Chrome. Google didn't put their shit in there. Google didn't use UWP. It's competition. And Google's going to come with competition. Epic came with competition. And the competition, it's the content. It's the content. That's the thing. That's right, Savage. Yeah, that RPG maker. Only Xbox got the canceled. You got the Quick Fix, got the fanny pack. Put the controller in there, baby. You're ready. I said, the only time I see that setup maybe is at PAX. That's about it. She wasn't playing that game. The one time Microsoft actually inside Xbox or outside the Xbox console, the one time they bring somebody out there to play a game, she's faking it. Well, yeah, that was goofy. You know what? I don't know what they're trying to do. And again, they bring these people on. Coach Kadri, it's a monster, that guy, to not share anything, to come on, say the same thing, and then go, let's come in later this year. Thanks, dude. Like, yeah, okay. Coming on here pretending you got news and you got no news, and you take it. They showed the video last year. The reason why they had to do that is probably because they wanted to make sure that they threw some xCloud news in there when Google's about to announce their. And if Google announces a console, I think that's pretty funny too. Like, you know, the fact that Google announces a console. But to bring it back full circle to Halo, and I appreciate all you 40 guys watching, man. Hit the like button, share the video out, listen to my previous show too. Master Chief coming to Steam is going to be huge. And the way they said that they're going to roll it out is that they're going to roll it out in chronological order, like almost like episodic. And it's going to be rolled out that way in Windows 10 store as well. Episodic. Like you're getting Reach first, and I don't know how much they're going to buy. I don't know if they're going to say pay $60, get all the games, almost like Walking Dead, like how those episodic games are. But they're going to release it episodically. And I think they'll probably do it in that such a way. But what I thought about is remember they have talked Game Pass on PC very aggressively. That Satya even said it. It's coming to PC. What better? And also Brad Sams. Follow him too. You know, he's been definitely. He is a Windows person. He's a Microsoft guy. He knows the culture of Microsoft. Him, Paul Thurrott, Mary Jo Foley. Those are the people that you need to be listening to because they tell you from the big perspective of a company, of Microsoft, because that is how the decisions are being made. You can't listen to these insiders that are Xbox focused because those people are not seeing the big picture. These other people are professional. Paul Thurrott, that's what he looked at. Mary Jo Foley runs over in ZDNet. Brad Sams, these guys, like, they know the culture of Microsoft. They covered it for years. Even Leo Laporte on those shows. Listen to tech. That's what I listen to, the tech stuff. You know where Microsoft is going with this. But they talked about PC, and he said in his rumor about Master Chief Collection going to PC, he said that it might be behind Game Pass on PC. And it makes me think, and I had this thought that maybe the reason why they're releasing it in piecemeal in chronological order, yes, to make sure it's right and not release it in one stuff, because Brad Sams did say that it's running, like it's playable, but they are releasing it in episodic. Why? Why would they do that? G to the P on the PC. Game Pass on the PC. So you could probably pay it as a bundle, maybe on Steam, or on Windows 10, maybe you subscribe to Game Pass and you get the Master Chief Collection episodically included in your Game Pass subscription. Thus, putting Brad Sams' rumor saying that Game Pass, the Master Chief Collection is behind Game Pass, but also giving you parts of the game, feeding it to you piecemeal, because that's what Microsoft has that's what they vision their games are. Their games are going to be spoon-fed to you. They could just drop Master Chief Collection, I'm sure. It's not a secret they've been working on. Brad says that it was ready. That's why I'm surprised they didn't announce any release dates. People thought they were going to be playing it tonight. I thought I was going to be playing it tonight. But they're not. They're going to reach 1, 2, 3, 4. They need to release a roadmap, definitely. But I think they're getting ready to do Game Pass, and that's part of Game Pass, episodic. They took a collection, and they'll give it to you in episodes so you stay subscribed. So now, do you buy it a la carte or buy it from Steam? Or do you just sub to Game Pass and get it through Game Pass on Windows PC? Options. That's what they got. It's just, I'm glad that it is on Steam because I'm excited for the mod support. And like I said before, I hope somebody out there makes the Halo 3 anniversary that we didn't get from Microsoft. Remaster that baby. Put some of those realistic textures in Halo 3. Mod the shit out of it, please. Because that's what Steam tells you. If it was just Windows 10, they lock those things. They don't support mods. They lock those folders away. And that's why I'm excited that Halo is going to have legs. Halo is going to have amazing things done to it with the mod support in Steam. And that's what I'm excited about. Because I'm not going to go play these games. I played these games so many times. But bringing it to a new platform with mod support, and they didn't confirm it, but people are going to find a way. They're going to put skins in there, man. They're going to be awesome stuff. Who knows? Maybe I'll finally be able to fly a Pelican. Finally. Maybe I could finally fly a Pelican. I think I will be. Or one of those Covenant drop ships. The community will give it to us. Because 343, they'll still find, they're trying to figure out which end is up right now. They're scaling back, working on core elements. Not bigger than Halo 5. Like, oh, I don't like all that stuff. Keep like, no, bigger and better. And it's going to be interesting. Gears 5 is the next big one. And you know what? I'll be here because you know what the thing is like they go, Jez, you know what? Just stop with the Microsoft stuff. But the thing is that if you are a real Xbox fan, you didn't sign up for all this stuff. You didn't sign up for macro keys and worrying about if the PC dudes are going to be in your game. That's the reason why you own a console. You don't own it for a PC guy. But now as a console owner, you have to trust that the devs and Xbox and Microsoft are looking out for you because those dudes are coming. And if they don't put that little toggle like in Sea of Thieves, they're going to ruin your game. Macro keys and double gunning and all that other stuff. Aim bots. You asked for this? When you lined up in Best Buy, out in the cold, with your other Xbox brethren, and we were lined up outside waiting to get the next generation Xbox. This is the future that I thought we would have. So it is bittersweet. It's sad to see that, the last pillar of Microsoft IP coming off the Xbox console, like the whole collection, not like an old version of, like the whole friggin' shebang. Like, it is like, I said this in my tweet, was that, Halo was proof that a first-person game could work on console. It was the Halo box. Xbox was the Halo box. It was all about Half-Life and all the stuff. First-person shooters don't work on consoles. GoldenEye started it. Halo really kicked it off. Halo 2 showed why multiplayer, a closed system of multiplayer, competitive first-person multiplayer in a closed, equal environment with everybody playing on the same hardware with matchmaking and party, group up with friends and jump into games, worked. Halo 2 showed that. There was no more lobbies. Like, it was a party. You go around and you play whatever you want with your friends. You stick with your friends. Halo 2 showed that online gaming on a console works. It wasn't like PC, load up a lobby and wait and boot people out if you didn't like them or didn't have a ranking. Halo worked. Halo showed that. Halo justified console first-person shooters and competitive first-person shooter play. Now, yeah, they put versions on PC and it is what it is, and they stopped it. But Halo was the console, the Xbox console. It spawned Call of Duty jumping over there. Like, it spawned a lot of games. Halo was that. And to see now in 2019, it comes full circle and all of Halo just goes back to PC where it started before Microsoft got it. And it's just bittersweet, like, to know that, it's going to be weird playing it on PC. But that's where Microsoft's going. And I've accepted it. This is where they're going. And I'm proud of my investment in a computer a couple of years ago to play where Microsoft's going. Like, I had this vision of where they were going because they kept talking about it. I'm like, they talk about PC a lot. I should probably go get one. I'm not waiting for the X. I want to get a PC. Then I'll buy the X. And then they dropped the price. They said the X is $500. I'm like, I'm not paying $500 again. And you have no new games. So it's just really, it is good. As OBJ. Yeah, I'm up. But it is bittersweet in the fact that, it's great that people on Steam wanted this. PC dudes been wanting this forever. But yeah, Halo LAN parties. Oh my goodness. We Blood Gulch, Halo captured a flag, man. Glory days. It was awesome. And they just couldn't evolve from it. And 343, I think, is struggling right now. They're struggling, trying to get that magic back that Halo had. And maybe they do it with Infinite. Maybe. But I get a little nervous because they keep talking tech, slip space engine, tech. We heard that story before with Crackdown. The cloud, and we got no game but cloud. I don't want to hear, well, this is our first slip space engine game. We're working out the kinks, so sorry about it. I don't want to hear sorry. This is Halo. Just like I don't want to hear the bullshit with Gears 4. Oh, we played it safe. We just wanted to make sure we never made a game. Stop. It's Gears 4. So, no safe. Let's go. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of you releasing a game and then apologizing in a YouTube video. More shit's coming. We're fixing this. Oops, we made a mistake. Body play's coming in 3-4 weeks. Stop. Send out a game broken and then apologize in a YouTube video? That's a service game? Come on. There's so many games out there. There's so many competing platforms. You got to shine. You got to come full force. And that's why I'm so critical of them, because they talk this big game, this future, and they get all these people on board saying that they're going to dominate and do all this stuff. And then when it comes out, it's just a fizz. It's sorry, this is not what we said it was going to be. Sorry. Oh, well, you know what? We're retracting that. Yeah. Sea of Thieves was in a beta for over a year and a half. They didn't realize there was no content in the game. I remember when I was beta testing it, I said on playing Xbox, there's no content. I got yelled at because they're like, it's in a beta. It's in a beta. Bullshit. It was the same shit that was in the full version. Go listen to Kid Smooth's playing Crackdown. We did the Crackdown, right? I'm on the chat going, guys, why are we doing this 3-2-1 matchmake? Oh, why can't we just invite friends? The guy's like, it's a beta, it's a technical alpha, man. It's in the final version. Slap me in the face and call me Susie. Fucking lies. People don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You can't do it. And guess what? Game launched. You can't do it. Guess what? March 13th, you still can't do it. So I don't have a lot of faith in them right now. And it wasn't Smooth. It was somebody else. Meds fucking wasn't even there. There he is. Fucking Meds is still around. Meds came in and left. Fucking guy got a free month of Game Pass. He didn't even get past the load screen. Meds was out of there. And I got a free month too of Game Pass. We're going to use it, Meds. We're going to use the free month on our PCs. Meds went into that Crackdown multiplayer like the friggin' what is that? Those rotary doors. He went around and just walked back out. He's like, oh, not for me. Nope. And they gave him a free month of Game Pass. But there's a quality issue. I've been on this bullshit gears, grinding my gears. Fucking, you can hear the same shit for the last 5-10 episodes. There's quality shit going down. But that's why, this Master Chief Collection, they're going to make sure that this shit's right. Because if this blows up on Steam, if people can't play online on Steam day one, oh, goodness gracious. They are going to hurt. That will be the doomsday device right there. If Master Chief Collection does not function properly on PC on launch, starting with Halo Reach, that would be some oops, and that will be done. That's right, Meds. The last 55 episodes. I'm not going to stop until they change their shit, until I have nothing to grind about. But right now, man, it's tough times. It's really there's a line in the road right now. You're either with them and this vision, or you're just done with it. And I realize that your best case right now, Game Pass, they are all in. If you want Jez Adamas right now, I said about Master Chief coming to PC a year ago. I'm going to tell you right now. Go invest in a computer and go get the next PlayStation and the next Nintendo if you want to play all those Nintendo games. Because right now, there is no, because we haven't even got there yet. Wait to E3, right? Wait to E3. We haven't even got there yet. But they are going to have a hard time trying to shove more hardware down Xbox's throat. When you got an Anaconda, like I said, it could be 20 teraflops and add another one, 21. But if you could play the same games, and this is what I'm going to be watching for, if they say that Anaconda and Lockhart will have their own games only playable on there, now we're cooking with oil. Stuff changes there. Now we're different. That's good. But if they make it xCloud on your old Xbox One, if they go all Anaconda games moving forward are going to be on PC, Windows 10 family, and they do that, it is going to be really hard for somebody to go spend $500 on exclusive hardware when there's no exclusive content. That's going to be a huge sell. They're going to really have a hard time trying to sell that, because if Sony walks out there on stage, points to the screen, and shows Horizon 2 looks absolutely amazing, and they go right underneath it, PlayStation 5, and walk off the stage, done. That's it. If they just come up there. Because Microsoft has gone multi-plat. And we know about that's it. Like, it's really hard to justify owning the content. And then it'll make it even worse. If this xCloud thing really does exist, I worked in retail. When people go into a store, they want to be told what to buy. And they want to feel good about the device. I remember when I worked at old school Circuit City to sell service, you sell the extension plan. You always offer it at the point of sale, because that's when the person, excuse me, has the most pride. That's when they want, like, oh, I don't want anything to happen to my new device. No, like, they want that the device that they're buying is special. So you always offer the warranty at the point of purchase, because that is their point of, like, their most excitement and most, like, oh, I don't want anything to happen to this. Because if you go to a person 3 weeks later after they bought it, or a month later, going, hey, you want to put service on it? They're like, fuck that. Nah, the new thing's coming out another month. I'm not putting service on that old thing. You always, like I always say, you could come back in 2 weeks. They never came back in 2 weeks. You had to offer it at the point of sale, because that's when the person is the most prideful. That's the person who wants to watch out for this thing. That's the point of the most excitement. And if you're at the point of sale and you're like, well, you really don't need everything that, like, all the games on there you could play on that phone right there. What? Or on that old Xbox, you could stream it. Oh, so wait, this device doesn't have any, like, there's no specific games for this device. No. Everything that's on here, you could play elsewhere. And I don't care how many Inside Xboxes, how many E3s, how many press conferences, how many times Phil Spencer goes out there. The message is going to be, if Microsoft does not change it at E3, is you don't need a console to play their games. You don't need it. It already has begun. And that is going to be even worse than sharing game DRM, because that is basically that message that gets out there is basically saying, don't spend $500. And people are going to be, okay, you don't have to tell me twice not to spend $500. This is not a $100 box. This is a half a grand on a dedicated gaming platform that doesn't get any dedicated games. And I said this before on my things. It's not about, oh, I could play and you can't. No, it's about that nothing's being built specifically for that hardware, because they're developing games for all platforms. They're developing games for PC versions and console versions. They're not making games specifically for the hardware, which doesn't maximize the potential of the system. Look at the X. And look what Microsoft did. Oh, well, third party is going to use the power of the X. It's a crapshoot. It's all over the place. Dynamic rendering. Here's some native 4K. Oh, here's some bad frame rates. It's all over the place. Third party is not going to demonstrate the power of your console. Guess what, Sherlock? You need to demonstrate the power of your console. You. Third party is not going to do it, because third party is third party. They're worried about all different configurations. Probably they're developing primarily for the PlayStation 4 because that is the lead platform. Remember, it was always about the lead platform for development. And when Microsoft's going around going, well, we don't make money on consoles, we don't care where you play. Well, guess what? I don't think they're going to be the lead platform for development next generation either. Which makes you see games that might just be better on PlayStation, or games that just won't go to Xbox, because Microsoft's not going to have that install base of the next platform if they're going around saying, we don't care where you play your games. Oh, and it's $500. Oh, there's no exclusive games for the next generation. It's a disaster. And on top of that, it's not a winning strategy because, like I mentioned before, everything Microsoft needs is dependent on their competition. They need Google. They need Apple. They need Nintendo. They need Sony. They need Steam. Because they got nothing of their own. They're a virus. They need a host. And if all those hosts are trying to make things that are going to squash you out, they're not going to be as lenient and kumbaya that you are. And Epic Store is the perfect example. Epic Store is a perfect example. They didn't come out kumbaya with Microsoft. They said, give me Ashen, give me Ubisoft games, and give me Metro. They are a virus. They need hosts. Exactly, Coon. But these companies don't need Microsoft, and they're not going to need Microsoft, especially if the content is weak. You know, if Microsoft, say, for example, had Fortnite, right? Oh, my God. Maybe they want Microsoft maybe for Minecraft. There you go. These companies don't need them. You think Google's like, yeah, put xCloud on our thing. Then when our shit's ready, xCloud's gone. You know, they announced that PlayStation was going to PlayStation. You could remote play your games on the iPad, right? You only can use touchscreen. People are like, Sony, what the hell's wrong with you? It's not Sony, guys. You know who it is. It's Apple. Apple just doesn't let you just put a Bluetooth controller on its iPad. There are certified Apple products that probably get royalties. Apple gets royalties from that only connect to an iPad. Apple's not an open platform. So you can't just grab your Bluetooth DualShock and play there. That's Apple being competitive. That's Apple being closed. That's Apple like doing their shit. And those are the things that people don't realize, like this future of streaming. What happens if T-Mobile says 5G, 5G? Yeah, you want to use 5G? You pay us 5G. You pay us $10, $15 more a month. You want to use that for streaming. You think we're just going to give you the fastest internet ever in the world for free? Who knows? Data caps, tethering. Maybe 5G will be there, but they'll just do a tethering. We don't know. There's a lot of infrastructure. There's a lot of device control. There's a lot of stuff that's really going to impact where you play your games. And the final point to this whole PC Master Chief, where I play my games, PC gaming has been around forever. Before console gaming, I gamed on Commodore 64s. Before that, they were just Apples and all the little Apple games after Commodore. PC gaming has been around forever. It coexisted with all the console generations. Okay? PC gaming never replaced the console. The console never replaced PC gaming. And I remember all the time when the consoles launched, they would always be like a little bit better than PC, and then PC will surpass it. Console players and PC players are not the same people. I'm not a PC player. I don't play keyboard and mouse. I will access my games from Microsoft on PC, and I will play with a controller. Now, I probably will be at a disadvantage. Maybe. And if it ruins my game, then I'll stop playing it there. But I'm primarily a console player. I'm not just going to start playing on, I'm not a PC gamer at heart. I have tons of Steam games. I play on PC, but I prefer the simplicity of the console. But in order to access what Microsoft is doing, the PC is the best option. It is the best. You're going to play Master Chief Collection for free online. You could play Gears of War brand new day one midnight against your friends for free. You could chat with everybody that's paying on Xbox Live on your phone, on your PC. If you want to play Microsoft and do what Xbox is, a PC is the best option. Not a option, the best option. And that's right, Prince. I've been doing it speaking with my wallet. I have not renewed my Xbox Live for over a year. It's been a year, and I didn't miss out on anything. I played CFDs with my friends. I chat with them when they're online and party chats with my phone, with my PC. I didn't miss anything. And I said, my motto right now for Microsoft right now, because of all the bullshit they've been pulling, this roller coaster ride of being an Xbox fan, take from them everything, but give them nothing. You want to free hand-me-outs? You want to give something for free? I'm going to take it. Because that $60 gives me a new game. I don't need to pay for your service when you're giving it for free elsewhere. Why would I pay for it? And if you don't want me to buy your games because you're giving better deals for Game Pass, you could buy Game Pass for $1. I'll buy that for $1. Only a penny. Only a penny. You want to do that? Hey, I got codes. I'm going to be going to PAX East, man. No many fucking codes I'm going to have. I'll probably give them out in chat. I'll give them out to these guys. 14-day codes trial. Play Crackdown. Beat it. Thanks. I'll be with you another couple months with Ori. Thanks. I just got a free month. That's my Gears of War month. It's not like they're rolling out this amazing content that kind of keeps you engaged. It's very easy to just kind of gloss over it. And that's a problem. They should be making content that just gets everybody hyped up on my friends list. Yo, you got to play this new game. You got to. Everybody's playing this. Jump on. And that's what Halo and Gears used to be. And, hopefully they can capture it back. But, I'm going to vote with my wallet. And I just cannot invest anymore into their console when they have said time and time again the console is not important to them. The console's not what they'd rather have you buy the software than buy the console. And that's what they said, But he does say that the console is the premium place. Yeah, they're the whale. I said it before. They're the person that will pay for everything. And because they're paying for Xbox Live on the console is because probably to subsidize us getting it for free on PC. And more people on the console and I think this Master Chief Collection is another way of doing it. More and more, they're going to be chipping away, chip away, chip away, chip away. And people, unfortunately, are going to realize the console is not the best place. And all these options that they said they got, there are better options out there. And I always say this, it's just an option. It's just an option. What's an option? I could go walk into my street, take a shit in the middle of my street rather than on the toilet. It's an option. It's not the preferred option, but it's an option. The problem that Microsoft has is by giving options, if you look into them, these options seem to be better than the option that you chose. You better change your option. So, I'm hyped. Oh, I should have a comment section. What do you mean? There should be comments. Did I not delete? I don't know. I should have a comment section. I don't know what's going on. Oh, yeah, there's comments there. Man of Leisure should be there. I didn't finish up my thing yet. Am I still talking? Or, yeah. I'm still alive. I was like, damn. I didn't know if I dropped out. But, man, it is late. Oh, shit. It grinds my gears after hours. I should have labeled the after hours one. But it's just been a bunch of stuff, man. But I got to say, this is Microsoft's direction. Again, they're kind of hurting. They keep digging that needle deeper and deeper on those console owners. And you know what? I just speak from there because I know there's people out there that want to hear this and don't realize it. And they hear people just telling them, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. As the nuclear bomb is coming. It'll be okay. You know what? Give people, if you want to talk options, then you better tell everybody all the options that they have. Okay? Don't only hear or see what you want to see. You got to see everything. And that's why I do the grinds my gears, is that to show that there is that what the real shit is that these are all the options that you have. And you know what? It might not matter to you. It might not bother you. But guess what? Like I said this before. You're sitting back. I don't care where they put these games. You're sitting back on your console with your OLEDs and your Atmos and the $500 Anaconda. And look at that. Who's that? What's that? A little PC icon shows up over a guy who just headshotted you. Who's that guy? What's that? Or you got a guy that's running around glitching. Who's that guy? And that's little Johnny on his phone streaming it from his McDonald's. Why is that guy lagging out? And then you're sitting there and ask, did you ask for that? Because now all this exploratory stuff is creeping into your stuff. And just look at the Gears of War, how they trickle that in. From September to April, they wound up putting PC guys in your ranked list. And if you didn't click that little button, PC dudes are in your game. Using macros and all that other stuff. So it does affect you. So don't be saying, well, I'm on the console. This doesn't matter to me. Kumbaya. Yeah, a kumbaya. Wait till you see those little PC logos running around or little mobile phones running around. Now, not saying it doesn't work. Some games, it works. Some games like Minecraft, and that's what Microsoft thinks. Everything's Minecraft. Minecraft, maybe some Fortnite. That model might work. But it's not a model for every game. There needs to be balance. You need balance. Every game can't be a service. Every game can't be cross-play, platform, keyboard, mouse, touch screens. No, there needs to be educated decisions being made in the benefit for the gamer, not for the bottom dollar, because guess what? Without the gamer, you don't get revenue. You don't get money. I know, Savage. I agree. This was the biggest pillar. And I think somebody said in chat, who I want to give them credit, who said about it. The Ravenflow said it. Halo 5 PC. I bet you're right. I think he said E3, right? I was thinking the same thing, Raven. E3. E3, they're going to say Halo 5 is coming to PC. I bet you it comes out maybe next spring or by the end of the year. All the Halos are on PC, and they get everybody hyped up for Infinite. But, it was a big day. The day the music died. American Pie. But it opened up a new door. And, I'm excited for the mods on Master Chief Collection. I'm not going to sit here and go, they shouldn't have done this. This is what they need to do because their games are not selling on the console. And they don't find that the console is a sustainable market for their games. That's the bottom line. It's not 2 billion game. It's the 2 billion gamers is just a ploy. The problem is that their games are not selling. That's the thing. And like we said before, this whole 2 billion sounds great, right? But guess what? I just said Gears of War 4 was on 700. Like it came out in 2016. PC, Xbox. It had the biggest install base ever. But in only 6 months, they couldn't find games and ranked matches. They had to add them to the Xbox group. That don't sound like 7 billion people wanting to play Gears. 7 million people playing Gears. So just because you put a game on 2 billion devices or 2 billion gamers doesn't mean that those people want to play that. That's the thing. PC, Xbox, PC, console, mobile. Look at their top games. They're different. They're different games. They're different people. You might have some crossover, but not everything is. And we will see where it goes. But, man, big-ass news. And then I think, with Google coming in, I think somebody asked, Google might be coming in with their shit, their streaming platform. They're coming aggressive, man. They all are. They're all coming with content. And unfortunately, Microsoft's sitting there with their hands in their pocket with a bunch of studios, and they don't have the games to show for this content. And like everything else, go back. Zune Pass, right? Zune Pass was the first subscription music. When iTunes was dominating, you buy your music a la carte. Zune was the first one that you subscribe. $10, $14 a month and get unlimited music downloads. Unlimited music. You had 10 free downloads a month. But you had unlimited streaming. Zune Pass. Since Zune Pass, Spotify, Google Music, Rhapsody, Apple Music, and now Apple Movies. And guess what? Groove is dead. Groove is dead. Microsoft has a tendency of trying to do stuff early. Look at Connect. Yeah, talking to TV. Who wants to talk to their TV? Now we say, hey, Google. Now we say, Alexa. What's the weather? Connect is dead. Again, Microsoft showed something, but they didn't have the dev support. They couldn't get people on board. I don't know why. Zune, Game Pass, who knows? Maybe xCloud's the next one. Xbox seems to be the next. Like Connect, dead. And Google will come out and do something. They'll just say, like somebody said, they'll partner with Sega. They'll say, yeah, all Sega games, 1080p, brand new IPs. And Sega gave us all these exclusives. They pay money for it. Microsoft's like, we don't buy exclusives. We don't want to pay just to keep something off somebody else's platform. Well, that's a losing battle right there because you need to. It might not work for you with Tomb Raider, but you need to. You got to do something different than your competition. If you do the same thing as your competition, that doesn't make that different, doesn't differentiate you. And if you make a dedicated gaming platform and don't make special games or exclusives or make those dedicated gamers on that platform feel like they're getting something value-wise, instead you diminish the value of that gaming console by just putting all its content everywhere and even offering its services for free somewhere else. You're cannibalizing your own group. And, some people are gonna start seeing it. I've seen MG, Zaire, like people, people are changing. I couldn't believe it. I switched. I went to the PC stuff and I started playing PlayStation games, and the VR. That's another joke. They're not even serious about VR. And that was another lie. Oh, VR, just to stay relevant when Sony's releasing their VR and stuff. And then you go, no, that's not ready. Not ready. Sony's games won Game of the Year for VR. What do you mean it's not ready? The experiences that people like, this is the best platformer with Astrobot. It's not ready. You just don't want to do it. Because like Shanaloff just said, and Phil, what happened? You spend all that money and you make a game that's bad and nobody sells it. Shanaloff just said about the economics of making single-player games. The first problem you have is that you're assuming your game is going to be bad. Shanaloff will go, well, you spend all that money and it doesn't sell because it's a bad game. Single-player games are not financially stable, like feasible. I mean, God of War comes out. Your biggest problem is that you don't have confidence that you can make an amazing for a single-player story-driven game, or you can't make a single-player game. So you're assuming that you can't make one and you're not going to get your money back. That's a you problem. Exactly, Cocoon. Don't make a bad game. And it seems like Microsoft, that's all they do now is make bad games. We'll see. Hopefully Halo, man. Hopefully Halo Infinite is amazing. And hopefully Gears 5, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm just, we're hearing how, Locke was a mistake. We did too much. We should have focused on Master Chief. And, now you show me Gears of War and there's Kate and random dude number 4 and Marcus and his son. What's going on with those guys? And, tune in next time. Like, oh, we're just telling us that not playing as Master Chief for the whole game was a problem. Now we're not playing as Marcus and his son for the whole game. Oh, okay. Say what you want. Kate's the person. Well, guess what? Then just put it about Kate. Why introduce Marcus' son to begin with? Because what's happened? You're going to do Kate and everybody's going to be like, well, it doesn't really feel like Gears 5. It feels like Gears 4.5 because it really isn't it's just a side game. Like it's really just it really is just like a kind of a spin-off of Gears. It doesn't really feel like the next Gears of War. I'm not saying that that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that I could see that criticism if that's what it is. People be like, well, it really shouldn't have been Gears 5. It probably should be Gears Gears spin-off. I don't want that. I want Gears 5. If you want me Gears 5, let's go. But anyway, I'm sure I put everybody to sleep. But 32 people are probably sleeping right now. I think Benji, Kuhn, and Jemiah up. Savage is up. He stayed up. I think OBJ was walking around somewhere. But for all you guys I put to sleep, good night. Sweet dreams. And I'm telling you right now, I'll be happy to play Halo on Steam. It might still work for Gears Pop. But yeah, with the mods. But I want to thank everybody. Staying up late, this last minute thing. I was like, you know what? Let me get it out there before, I did it. Like, let me get this out there. I might feel. And again, it's great news. It's great. And I'm excited about the mods. I think Steam is going to be great. And you know what? I think they needed to do this. The people have been asking for this. And this is it. And it is home. Like Benji said, it's back. And the fight is finished. The fight of keeping Halo off of PC is finished. Halo has left off the Halo Xbox, the box that Halo built, and is now coming to PC. And I hope it's great. And I'm ready for the mods. Somebody out there in YouTubeverse or Twitter, when Master Halo 3 comes out, please mod that single player and give us an amazing remaster, and I want to play it again. Give me that Halo 3 anniversary that Microsoft couldn't give us. But thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate Cycle. What's up, man? PC is the place to be. If you want to deal with all the stuff Microsoft is doing, go PC. And you know what? Maybe they change their names at E3 and they go, yo, exclusives are back to the console. But right now, the console, Xbox console, not the consoles. Other two are doing damn well. The Xbox console, the light's fading a little bit. And it lost a little bit of light with, the whole Halo, the whole shebang is going. But, hey, man, that's the bed that they made. That's what they want to do. We have to embrace it and move on. Nothing we say is going to stop them. But vote with your wallet if you don't like it. Mr. Magoo says, fuck BC. Hey, you know what? It is what it is, man. I'll let him go there. But anyway, thank you, everybody. Grinders, put comments in there. Anybody, what your feeling is. I'm sure a lot of people are excited today. Maybe some people will hurt. I think like we were prepping this, but, comment below what grinds your gears. And he's not. I mean, I don't speak anything crazy. Like, this is how I feel. If I can express how I feel, then what good is it? This is general. I will not be talking at 2 o'clock in the morning for subs. Like, I really feel how this way is. It's been talking about all day. I'm giving you my experience. And, how am I dealing with all this crazy change and what I've been doing as a gamer? Like, it is what it is. And, the PC, I'm glad that, I made the right decision by investing in a computer a couple of years ago and, getting the 980 Ti. I have a 980 Ti. I don't know 10s and 20,000s. I have a 980 Ti and enjoying PC, whatever it has to offer. And I've experienced Microsoft stuff, man. That's the way it is. And I experienced the amazing games on PlayStation. And unfortunately, like I said, I like the console. I play on the console, I just can't see paying for, an Xbox console and everything that makes that console a console is basically just thrown up and given to somebody else. And it's like, you know what? If PlayStation says, yo, here's Kratos with a keyboard or here's Kratos on PC and Steam, I won't need a PlayStation. And then it's all under one roof, one ecosystem, But until those guys do that, one dislike. I always get that one dislike. I don't know who it is. Somebody just doesn't like my voice, I guess. But, it. And PlayStation comes out and going like, yeah, maybe. PlayStation comes out at E3 and goes, hey, you know what, guys? God of War 2, Horizon 2, buy PlayStation if you want, but like, Horizon and put them on PC, like you're on PC, then I'll just stick with PC. I don't need a PlayStation. Like, I don't need to buy more hardware if I already have the hardware that, that plays the games. And that's the problem Microsoft's going to try to have to face, that if you have hardware that's going to play your next-gen games in streaming or whatever like that, or even PC, it's going to be hard to get people to keep dropping $400 or $500. Now, like I said before, I think Sony is going to just basically like, here's our next games, PlayStation 5. Thank you. There'll be some crossover, obviously. But I'm sure they're going to have some carrots in the next generation. They're going to get you to buy it, and it's going to look amazing, I'm sure. And, we'll have to see. Is it going to be real? Is it going to be CGI? Who the hell knows? But, we'll get to that bridge and cross it. All I do is comment on the stuff that's today, some future stuff. But, hey, man, I'm ready. I'm more excited about this. Like I thought PC, like playing Master Chief again on PC will be cool. But when they announced on Steam, I was genuinely excited because I know that hopefully that mod community is going to be huge. Because we saw what they did with their first Halo, crazy. So and I saw my cousin did it. Yeah, it was crazy. Like he would show me all these mods and stuff. But so like I'm pumped. Obviously, won't play online, but the Steam thing is pretty cool, and I'm excited about it. It's just it bums because Halo lived on Xbox for a long time, and it just it's different now. And I know a lot of people have been complaining too about this whole argument of like Xbox. It's a Microsoft platform and Windows 10 and Windows 10 and Xbox are one ecosystem and stuff like that. But then they go put it on Steam. And it's like, well, wait, Steam is not part of Microsoft's ecosystem. It's not. That's what I mean, man. There's no consistency in what they're doing. And Sunset Overdrive 2 was in Windows 10 store, but it's not Play Anywhere. I couldn't play it because it wasn't Play Anywhere, but I own it. So it's really weird. Like all their cross things and Steams and releases are really all over the place. There's no consistency. And that's hard. When you don't have consistency in your message, the message is lost. And they learned they saw that in 2013. They couldn't get in front of that news. Everything was bad. And I just seem like now it's even more confusing. The diskless Xbox, the Anacondas, the Lockharts, Steam streaming, xCloud. They're showing too much. They're talking too much. They should be just hunkering down, making amazing games, getting respect back from the gamer that they are the place to play amazing games. That's what they need to gain back. And they're not gaining that respect. Instead, they're becoming a joke. And they become more of a joke because they're not focusing on that stuff. Instead, talking about everything but. And that's what grinds my gears. It's talking about everything but making great games and showing us great games and having us play great demos and showing us great games. You give us Crackdown and then talk about the whole collection sheet going on PC. That doesn't sound like a win to me. You should be showing us an amazing Halo Infinite game and then put it on PC. But you don't give us mediocrity and then you go, and then keep talking this big game. It's like a dude talking shit and he only he's the kicker and he hasn't made a field goal. It's like, yo, shut up, man. Just stop. Start scoring some points and then you can talk. But you're showing all your hands. Too much. But we'll see if it pays off. But that's what grinds my gears, guys. I went on my rant. What grinds your gears, grinders out there? Thank you again. 30 watching, 40 guys in front of midnight. Get to sleep. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks again, guys. Again, this is Jez7780. Follow me on Twitter. Grinds My Gears, episode 56 in the books. I'm out. Good night.